Hello, hello, hello. I am Grum, and it is week 6 in the Charizard Premier League for your Philadelphia TTars. We have another chance at getting to 500 on the season this week, and if we take advantage of that chance, there is a good potential for us to be in the 8th seed at the end of the week. For us to do that, we're going to need to beat the commish himself, Can't Hate and the Juno Jolteons. If you like Pokemon Draft League content or competitive Pokemon, leave a like on the video and subscribe, as we are on our way to our goal of 500 subs by the end of 2024, and with your help, we can get there. If you'd like to skip to the battle, the time code will be in the description below and on your screen right now to help you do so. Now let's scout our opponent for this week. Hate and the Jolteon sit above us in the standings with a 3-2 record with a -1 differential. Alternating wins and losses so far this season, we're gonna make sure we keep that pattern up. However, it won't be easy, as Juno has a great leader in the form of Palafin, whose hero form turns it into a super threat, with a 60 base power stab boosted priority move in Jet Punch, which hits our team hard on top of great coverage and power in the form of close combat and Ice Punch. Joining Palafin as offensive threats are Enamorus in its incarnate form, who can use its higher speed than our Enamorus to outspeed much of our team naturally and either be a special attacking threat or a contrary superpower spammer to make it a hard out. Joining Enamorus is Chi-Yu, who is one of the best special attackers in Draft League thanks to its high special attack and its Beat of Rune ability, which lowers opponent's special defense stat by 25%. The Jolteon's defensive core of Donphan, Skarmory, Dragalge, and Ursaring offer not just defense, but hazards, removal, and immense bulk. Add in Superior, whose own contrary ability gives it a +2 boost to its attack with Leaf Storms, and its speed allows it to hit us with glares before we can attack. Contrary punishes any Sticky Webs shenanigans from us this week as well. Hate's Terra Captains are two of the tougher ones to handle, as a Alolan Raichu can Terra into an Electric, Ice, or Fairy type, giving it great coverage and flipping its defensive profile on a dime. Though I do have more concern for its second Terra Captain, Mismagius, who can Terra into a Ghost, Electric, or Fairy type. Electric with its Levitate makes it have no weaknesses, and Fairy type removes its weakness to Ghost and makes it resist Dark type. Certainly a winnable matchup, but we have to plan around some serious hitters and find ways to make progress against the defensive mons. If we win, we're in good position going into the final 2 weeks, but a loss will set us back gone. So let's take a look at our 6 for this week. Shout out to Johnner and AW for helping us build the team and running countless mocks, and Cornman as well for his input. You can check them all out as they are part of the Dorkside Pokemon League. Here is your starting lineup for the Philadelphia TTars in week 6 of the CPL. Sammy the Zebstrika comes back off the bench this week as our Terra Captain of choice, rocking heavy duty boots to come in without worrying about hazards, especially rocks once he Terras into an Ice type. While Zebstrika is a more physical mon, this week we're subverting the expectations and taking advantage of our opponent's weaker special defenses, as we will be running max special attack with a timid nature and 232 speed IVs to outspeed our opponent's fast Pokemon naturally. Our remaining EVs will be going into our bulk in HP and special defense. Ice Terra Terra Blast Discharge combination runs through our opponents thanks to their weakness to the Bolt Beam coverage. Volt Switch will allow us to keep momentum and make progress throughout the battle, and Thunder Wave to give our team some help in the speed department this week. We are going to need a big week from Sammy to get this win. Helping out Sammy is Big Quiche the Volcanion, who is our bulky mix wall. Max HP EVs, 240 defense EVs with a bold nature and an assault vest. We are prepared to take hits like close combat from Palafin, Dark Pulse from Chi-Yu, and whatever coverage Enamorus has for us. 4 speed EVs allow us to outspeed base speed Skarmory and KO with 12 EVs in special attack with a flamethrower. Steam Eruption and Scorching Sand gives us a good chance of burning the physical attackers while hitting Donphan and Dragalge with super effective moves, and Sludge Bomb will allow us to hit Enamorus or any of the Terra Fairy captains. The Wise Man once again starts, as Great Tusk will be wearing his best heavy duty boots to clear hazards with Rapid Spin. Max HP and 184 defense EVs with an Impish nature will allow Great Tusk to take 3 close combats from Palafin, hopefully baiting in a Wave Crash or a Jet Punch, which will allow us to switch back to Volcanion for the Water Absorb ability. If the Palafin is choice locked, 72 attack EVs allow us to knock out the Palafin at -2 defense with a single headlong rush. Knockoff allows us to remove key items, and Ice Spinner allows us to hit the Enamorus if we're able to land a Rapid Spin to outspeed an Enamorus with neutral speed nature. Jimmy the Bronzong also stays in the lineup this week, as its Steel Psychic type may be a joy for the Chi-Yu to see, but it is a nightmare for the Enamorus. Bronzong is here to tank hits for the Enamorus and set up rocks. Leftovers, max HP, 64 defense EVs, and a relaxed nature, and 188 special defense means that Enamorus will let us get up rocks, a light screen, and potentially knock it out with a gyro ball should it decide to chip away at us. Light screen will help us against the Miss Mages and the Raichu. Rock Tomb provides us a chance to speed control on switch-ins as well, helping out our slower team and negating any choice scarf options. Chi-Yu's greatest threat, Solo the Tyranitar, comes in this week, rocking its bulk and more bulk. Max EVs and HP, 180 special defense EVs, and a gentle nature allows us to wall the Chi-Yu with no problem and even live a non-specs Moonblast from Enamorus. Earthquake to take out the Chi-Yu, Knockoff for stab and item removal, Thunder Wave for speed control on switch-ins, and Flamethrower to catch the Skarmory slipping as we have enough speed EVs to outspeed a base speed Skarmory. Tyranitar doesn't want to see Palafin though, as it allows the Dolphin to go for a close combat while forcing us to respect a water type move, and that's why we have a debut this week. The Draconic Bulldozer Umaga the Appleton comes in with the ability to tear into a grass type, but will likely not. A Grass Terra over Fighting and Steel, as well as the Thick Fat ability, and it allows us to remove our Fairy weakness, force Ice moves to be neutral, and not be weak to fighting moves, while also resisting Leaf Storms from Superior and Earthquakes from Donphan. Going max in both HP and defense with a relaxed nature allows Appleton to take 3 close combats from Palafin while chipping away at it with a Rocky Helmet. Recover to get back its health, and Giga Drain to threaten Donphan and Palafin. Gyro Ball to catch a Terry Pheromon or an Enamorus on the switch-in, and Sucker Punch for our 4th move, as it will allow us to get one last chip in and potentially take out a -1 Palafin on 40% health. There's your lineup this week. Acknowledge the TTars with a like, a subscribe, and comment, and let out a roar, because it is time for the TTars to go to war. All right, here we go, baby. It's showtime. We've got ourselves our week 6 battle against Can't Hate. And Can't Hate, the commissioner of the CPL, the Charizard Premier League. Shout out to them for putting this all together. I appreciate them. Let me in. I'm excited for this. Our first Wi-Fi battle. Chi-Yu, Ursaring, Alolan Raichu, Skarmory, Enamorus, and Palafin. I mocked against 3 of these. No hazard removal, right? There's no, I see some hazards, so we'll be all right there. I see a tasty knockoff option, but we're going to lead with Umaga in his season debut off the bench. And we're going to do some great things today. We're going to do some great things. I'm excited. We have our electric immunity. We do have a ground immunity, although we don't need it per se, but I'm ready. I am ready because as soon as we get that Eviolite off that Ursaring, it is that there is not. By the way, Volcanion is a free steam eruptions. I got free steam eruptions. I got free discharges. I don't have free earthquakes or headlong rush, right? But that's okay. I'm gonna be all right. We're here. Let me see that roar. Roar in the comments below. It is me and Hate going against each other. Can I defeat Hate? Can we rise above Hate? That should have been the bit. That should have been the bit. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. All right. We're playing for this. We're going to Giga Drain here. Either they flip turn, they swap, or they go for an Ice Punch. Either way, we're going to hit something. We're going to get some information here. Cody Rhodes is a great... All right. All right. The American Dream. I see what you're doing here. The Sand Line. The Sand Line. All right. Okay. I see what you're doing there, Hate. I thought about... Okay, straight withdraw. So no flip turn, right? Or at the very least, concerned about it. Seth the Skarmory. Shiny. All right. All right. Good. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. All right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to... Wait. Did I... Is this the right amount of time in the game? Hold on. Is this really an hour? No, that's not right. Hold on. Okay. The switch here is to always go to Volcanion here. Volcanion can come in. We have physically invested, as well as special defense. So we're good here. There's the spikes. I'm glad we have the heavy duty boots down. God, Volcanion takes up so much of the screen, man. Takes up so much of the screen. All right. Did I set this up right? It said minutes, right? Not. I'm getting concerned that this game's only a minute long. I'm a little concerned that this game is only a minute long. Let me. I'm gonna let the hate know right now. I'm concerned that the game is only a minute long. But that doesn't, because it has done a couple things there that is not making sense to me. CM Punk, who is CM Punk? The Bear? The Bear? You brought the Bear out? That's fine. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Yeah, what the wait. I'm so confused. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta take a picture of this and show this picture to fucking Can't Hate. What the hell does this mean? Hold on. What the fuck? Alright. I gotta send this to Can't Hate. Looks like we're going on a showdown. Yo, this is hilarious. This is very funny that for some reason I can't figure out why this isn't working the way I would like it to work, right? So, Ursa Ring. Let's see here. If it's Eviolite, I don't think I have a kill here. But I do want to go to the Wise Man to knock off. I am worried about a play rough on the Wise Man, but I have defensively invested the Wise Man this week, so we are good. We are good. We're free there. Body slam, no paralysis, of course. There's no punishment here. None to get rid of that hazard. That's fine. Even though half of our team does not care about it. Still, it would be nice to do it. All right, now we find out, are you a physical? And you are. All right. So it's physical. It is physical, so we're not timid. We're at the very least maybe jolly. And that did 27. So it is... that did 27 against us, huh? Oh, now it's +1, right? So what did that... So that is definitely physical investment. So that was a low roll. I think we get up a... what I would like to do here is I'd like to get Stealth Rock up. So it's leftovers. Okay. I like Gyro Ball here still. Because it will break this sub. And I don't think this might be a kill. This is a kill. So I would like to... Now my problem here is I need to break the sub, right? So I can't let them go for another substitute, right? So what I have to do is I need to Gyro Ball again and make them go for the kill, right? I need them to punch either that, because I have one more Gyro Ball than they have superpower, and they are leftovers, so they are not going to be faster than Zebstrika, and it is absolutely free to click Discharge. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So now we go to Sammy here, and Sammy has the Discharge, and Discharge is a roll to kill. And I hope I get the kill. I hope I get the kill here. No! Oh, you've got to be joking me! Oh, no! Oh, no! Alright, well, they can't... Man. No! Oh, man, the roll. The absolute roll. And the crit did not matter. That's the unfortunate part there. Oh, man. Oh, all right. We're just gonna have to go here and hope that we can get it back. No, that is unfortunate. We lived. We get the kill. Mommy is down. Oh man, I'm devastated. I am absolutely devastated that we did not get the kill there. The just unfortunate. Like I can't wait to see what Hate has. EV wise, I had expert belt before, and I was just I was getting punished by the hazards from the Skarmory, and I was in trouble, right? I still have TTar and I still have Appleton. The Enamorus being down means that I am in an okay position. I mean, it's not great. I'm down, but we're in a spot where Thunderbolt's gonna kill here. Main event Jey Uso. Love it. I love it. Alright. So TTar here does come in and does give us an opportunity to hopefully. Now if this is like a support Raichu, I also think it's going to Terra here into Ice. Okay. Terra Blast. That's fine. I eat that. And, okay, so you're not Leftovers. And you're not Boots. And that did 15%. Which you could just be Twisted Spoon. You could be... I don't know what you would be here. But Thunder Wave is kind of free here. I mean, you could have Focus Blast, right? Knockoff does get the kill here. So, I'm just going to get a knock here. Something's going to get knocked, and I'll be okay. I also kind of want to... If you're paralyzed, right? You are slower than me. If you're max speed. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'm alright with that. I'm gonna go to Big Quiche again here. And probably take this body press. Oh man. Spikes go back up, that's alright. I'm going to just I'm gonna flamethrower again. Or do I wanna you know what? Let me get a flamethrower here again. How much did that do? 24? That was with no rocks up, right? I'm gonna go for a flamethrower here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Please hit this Steam Eruption. Please outspeed. Please outspeed. Please outspeed. Please be a minimum, or not minimum speed, a base speed Ursaring, and please hit Quiche. Please hit. Please hit your Steam Eruption here. That damn... The Skarmory is going to be a little bit of a problem. Let's go, Quiche! Getting this back. All right. Whew. Whew. All right. Okay. All right. We are okay. I'm in an all right spot. We're okay. I'm feeling all right. We needed those rocks. We get to figure out what the Chi-Yu is, right? We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. He doesn't know that Tyranitar has Flamethrower for Rollin for the Skarmory. So we're doing all right. They took rocks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to Solo here. Solo is going to tank whatever this is. Give it to me. Dark Pulse? Yes. All right. And it's Life Orb. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I want to get another Thunder Wave off, but I think that they always just go to Rollins here. And I don't get a kill. So I am going to... But I do outspeed it, right? So I can go for a knockoff and maybe get an item from something. All right. I'm going to go... I think you go to a Skarm here, right? Yes. Yes. Give me this. Give me it. Nice. Excellent. 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 Give me it. Give me it. I want it. I want the Skarm. Right? Or do I want to go for the knockoff here? Knockoff kills. I'd probably take Chip on a Rocky Helmet, but I get to hit whatever comes in, right? And it could be give me a knockoff. Give me that. All right. Yeah, it's Chip. All right. Okay. All right, we're making the comeback here. We're making the comeback. If we had Zebstrika, this match would be insanely different. Insanely different. But we're going to go here. There's the close combat. All right. So now we take a little bit more Chip here, but I want to see what they got. I want to see it. Give me Choice Band. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait a second. Hold on. That was a high roll of a Choice Band, right? Ooh. Okay. I really wish I put Terra Fighting on the Appleton. I was like, no way that Sammy ever finds himself in a bad spot. But we have Solo for the Chi-Yu, so we'll be all right. End this, right? So this is it, right? If we can pull this off, please live. All right. I'm going now that this is gone, right? I wanted to live. I wanted to live so bad. We're going to go for a Giga Drain here on something. Actually, you know what? Gyro Ball is probably our best move here, right? Because Gyro Ball does 21% minimum to the Chi-Yu. It kills the Raichu. Yeah, there's your... Okay. Nice. All right. I am going to go to Solo here because we have to make Palafin play honest, right? And we need Appleton to have as much health as possible, right? So there's no double there. Flamethrower doesn't... Nice. Nice. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. Raichu comes out. This has to hit a Focus Blast, right? Has to hit a Focus Blast. Right? You have to go for a Focus Blast, right? There's no other move you can do. The win con is Umaga here. The win con is Umaga. In the debut. Miss the Focus Blast! Let's go! Yes! Let's go. Let's go here. Let's go. Let's go. That is beautiful. That is, you have to go close combat, right? You have to go close combat. You have to go close combat. If you don't, I mean, everything kills here. But if you are choice banded, you're choice banded. And if you go for a water move, Big Quiche walls you and I win. Oh, man. And you don't have the power. Ice punch. Let's go. Hit, land. Nice. Nice. Perfect. All right. So we are now faster and we can chip here. We can chip. We're not going to knock off that. We're going to leave that. Yep. Beautiful. GG. Oh, it lived on one. Let's go. GG. Let's go. Yo. Oh. The sand line. The sand line did it. I'm so happy for the sand line. We're now 500, baby. The TTars are 500. We're back. We are in it. We have 2 weeks left to go. If we get 2 wins, we are in it and we are feeling good, baby. GG's to hate. I'll see y'all on a emotional, charged, awesome. I love the nicknames, hate, by the way. I'm going to tell you when we do the interview. I'm going to tell you. Let's go. Whew. Yo, what's up, everybody? We are here with the commissioner. It's commish talk. Commissioner, 2 commissioners chopping it up. But no, the commissioner of the CPL can't hate themselves. Just an outstanding battler and very much thank you for letting me be in the league, joining the league. I know you threw it together and put out like, hey, I'm doing a league and whatnot, and a lot of people from different parts of draft league discords probably came in. Yeah. I know a good group of your friends. I got mollywopped by Nugs.
No, I think starting out I did like a little mini league. It was just like a bunch of my friends. We had like 8 people in there, but then I was like, I'm gonna wait until because obviously like the whole like tiering for this, I stole it from SPL,
right?
But I was telling him, I was like, once the other one comes out, I was like, we'll just fucking do like an actual one. And then I was hoping people would actually join, and then I saw a bunch of people joining the Discord, and I was like, oh, this actually might work.
Yeah. So right now, everyone's looking at your team here. I am also looking at your team. I can't tell you. I spent. I played Doffy last Friday, I think.
Yeah.
And the minute that match ended, I was like, okay, I need to. This is the start. Like, I need to win. And then I was like, okay. I face hate, and I looked at your team, and I'm like, I hate this team. I hate going up against this team because you have 2 of the really good, like, in terms of specialist Pokemon, I think you have 2 of the best. I think you have the best special attacker in Chi-Yu.
Yeah.
And I think you have the best, like, one of the best hazard setters, if not the best hazard setter, in Skarmory. Like, I have underrated, in my league, Skarmory is 6 points, so it's Terra eligible.
Yeah,
I vastly underrated Skarmory going into where it would fit in the metagame, because I was like, it lost defog, like, yeah, it gets spikes, it gets rocks, and then it's like, wait, it's like really, like, body press does more with a Skarmory than it does a Corviknight. Oh, hey, it's also faster than a Corviknight. And it's
I was thinking about bringing like Iron Defense, like booty press, and trying to go crazy, but I was kind of just like, I think Spike's Roar was probably just a good moves to do.
Oh, it was Choice Scarf, Alolan Raichu. Okay, all right. Look, something had to be Choice Scarf, right? Because Zebstrika otherwise kind of just runs
outspeeds. Yeah. And then I think because I EV'd it to like, I think outspeed Lando. I think if it's just timid Raw or maybe even Scarf, I think probably like max speed Scarf Lando, but
yeah,
I could be mistaken.
I did not like I love Landorus, and I am very happy with making him my second pick. He was not good this week. I was like, man, like that Palafin Jet Punch is gonna fucking go right through him. That Terra Electric choice, choice scarf, or Terra Ice choice scarf, Alolan Raichu is gonna tear through it. So like when I was doing my mocks, with my buddy AW, like he nailed the Skarm. Although he had rocks and body press over Spikes and Roar, and then he didn't nail Enamorus, but he did nail Enamorus being an absolute menace to my team, because he had choice specs in the sets. And
I'm gonna see your Volcanion. Oh, okay, this thing was just bulky.
Yeah. That's I was like, oh man, like I think if I look at my showdown, it'll probably be like, oh, like 1 in 12, and like the one, or maybe 2 in 12, and one of the two is just our match right then. But I was like, I need to get rocks up, like that is Bronzong's main focus, is to take something from Enamorus and then get up rocks, and then after that, I had light screen on it. In case you brought like Combine set up, Miss Magus, I was like, all right, let me get the. I was
thinking about doing that, and then probably last minute swapped it out for Enamorus, because I was thinking about doing
you were bringing Enamorus originally. Okay.
No, yeah, I think I was gonna bring Superior, because in my head I was thinking this mon's just gonna run the team, But I think, I don't know. I probably should have just brought the Superior, because it's looking at Chi, I'm like, it's ground rock. It's just not going to do good.
Yeah.
And fucking TTars is just a menace. Taking hits.
So my original team, right? So we're looking at, I got mine up on the screen. I didn't have Zebstrika. I had an entirely different Appleton. I had Terra Fighting, Max Defense, Amnesia.
Ooh.
And I was gonna be like, oh, this kind of sits on the Chi-Yu too. I have T-Tar and the Appleton. Because even though I have so many ground rock, I was like,
Rocky Helmet.
If they go, I was hoping you would go flip turn on on Palafin, and I was like, all right. It's a really good lead against the Palafin, because you love leading Palafin, as you should, right?
Because it's for me, it's hard to because I'm sure I can come up with so many different leads, but it's right. I feel it for me. I mean, this is my first time using a Palafin in draft league, so it's hard to get him to get into his villain form. I don't call it a hero, I call it a villain.
Well, he was a villain this week for the both of us. He scared the hell out of me, and the fact that I positioned you in a spot where you had to click either close combat, which Appleton can take 3 of them, no problem.
Yeah.
And then, or you go for, Wave Crash, and it's like, okay, you killed, Wave Crash or Jet Punch, okay, you killed me, but you're locked in, and Volcanion can kill.
Just comes in, yeah. Or I was even worried about the, I forgot what play it was, but I think T-Tar that was there, or Great Tusk or something. It was against the Great Tusk.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was like, okay, I either click CC, or he because it was you're at 40%, I was like, I muted myself. Okay. I think CC killed, but I was like, okay, either he either swaps out into something, because if you swap out into I think T-Tar or Volcanion, it's gonna die. And then I was like, I knew Appleton was gonna live, but I was kind of just hoping that the Raichu could last minute sweep if I got one of those other mons out. But
yeah. I needed that. I was when you watched the video, my reaction when the Focus Blast missed, I was sitting there because I was trying to figure out what you were, because you weren't Boots, you weren't Life Orb, you weren't Leftover. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. And because you're faster than everything I had at that point, I couldn't tell what you were like.
Really, for my specs or scarf.
Like, so I'm like, all right, you're not. I was sitting there, I was like, okay, you're not specs, because like it did minimum damage to the TTar. I was like, so what are you? And I was like, maybe like, are you expert belt? Like, I was thinking like, wait, expert belt would make sense, right? Because then it's like, oh, you get a little bit extra. You know, if I'm running Sap Sipper, which I had to run Sap Sipper on my Zebstrika, you know, when I go Terra Water, you know, that Thunderbolt gets it right over the edge. And I had expert belt up until maybe like 3 mock battles ago, because I kept having the issue of worrying about bringing Zebstrika in to click Discharge or Terra Blast or Volt Switch, because it's like, oh, as soon as rocks go up after I Terra, I'm taking 25% health. I can't do that, right? And then it forces me to bring in Great Tusk to get rid of them somehow. And I was like, all right, let me just put heavy duty boots on. Like, as long as the Enamorus is like under 70% health, it's a kill, right?
Yeah.
Didn't get it, and I was so frustrated. And I thought about like speed creeping down a little bit to be like, okay, like trying to counterplay you with the speed creep of like, all right, if they run, you know, if Hate runs Choice Scarf, it doesn't matter, right? I was like, but there's no way, like, if Superior comes, that's not getting the Scarf treatment. Like, there's no reason to. Like, I was like, I have to make sure I outspeed that. So I was like, man, I really just want to speed creep, you know, the Enamorus and the Raichu, because I was like, that's fine. Like, that's almost free. You know, that's more HP. I can live some of these hits. Yeah, but talk to me about Ursaring, because I was very surprised that was brought.
Oh, I don't know. I fucking love Ursaring. I think this generation just made him like really good, because it's like you can be bulky, you know, you could make it go bulky and it still hits hard. I think this Ursaring, before I changed the moves, because before it was just like Sleep Talk, Bulk Up, Body Slam, Rest set, but then I was kind of like, and he was designed just to handle Zebstrika, because I think originally when I had Superior, I was like, okay, if I can get rid of Zebstrika, Superior will just win me the game because of Leaf Storm, contrary. But so he was just designed to basically take out Zebstrika and deal with that, because it was like, I think if you went physical, it obviously, like, I had 200 defense impish, so it was like, it was living like a Supercell Slam pretty easy. Yeah. And then even if I get parried, I only get stronger because of guts. Yeah.
I was so every time the 3 times I clicked Flamethrower into the Ursaring, one being the Wi-Fi, I was like, please just don't burn. Like, please don't burn. That's the one Pokemon I don't want to burn, right?
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for the burn when I swapped it into Volcano. I was like, just please burn me, because at least I could hit something pretty hard after. Yeah,
I was just the Enamorus. I thought it was doomed, to be 100% honest. I was like,
I was surprised Volcanion lived. I thought Superpower was gonna one shot, because obviously you resist fairy types, so I was like, I think Superpower is just my best move here, and you resist Iron Head, I think.
Yeah.
So I was just like, Superpower is just my best clicking move, and I'm like, plus I think 4, and it just, I saw it did like 70%, and I was like, oh, this thing's bulky.
Yeah. Well, so when I did my early build, it was the Enamorus answer, in the sense that it was going to be max special defense with a assault vest, because I just looked at your team and I'm like, I just feel like Specs Moonblast just like even Scarf Moonblast.
I was thinking about that too. I'm like, I feel like Specs Moonblast can just hit everything pretty hard, like max speed, max special attack.
And like, because you're like, oh, you know, and then the other thing is like, because you're not trying to outspeed you're not concerned about the like Landorus against Enamorus. Like, sure, you don't want to take a Sludge Bomb, but it's not like, you'd have, it's a very particular set where it's like, oh, hey, I have Scarf Weather Ball in the sand. Okay, just switch out,
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, oh man, like that Enamorus is really scary. And then I did give some thought to, like, I was like, all right, well, what about like physical also can get really scary. Like if my walls are kind of busted up, just spam superpower, right? Like one of my best walls, like my best defensive walls other than Volcanion, do not want to take a superpower because Bronzong doesn't have that kind of like dedicated bulk. Like its HP is just a little too low to take advantage of it. And then also because I had to split the difference because I'm like, man, that Dragalge is going to come. Like I thought Dragalge might come, some Toxic Spike shenanigans.
I thought about Dragalge, but I think you have like 1, 2. Oh wow! I don't. Looking at your team, you just see sand. You just think like, oh, he has a lot of ground types, but in reality,
it's just a 2. I had 3. Yeah, I dropped Ursaluna. But yeah, no, right. And I was like, oh man, like, it was in the mocks. I got a good handle on it. Like an assault vest, but like a choice specs option would have also been very dangerous. Like it's just like one of those things like, do you give up the power for like being able to stick around a little bit more? Which is why also, by the way, love the names. I love the names that they are literally all 6 are just people who have opposed the bloodline at some point.
Yeah, it's definitely like I think week 1 when I saw the nicknames, I was like, I fucking love it. Like, cause I'm a huge fan of like WWE, and so I was like, when I first grow up, I was like, I'm definitely gonna throw in some WWE nicknames.
I figured out the bit I should have gone with and just renamed everything because there was no landers. Like I was like, man, I should just rename everything in the 1 week that like the sand line is not a thing. Like, yeah, it's kind of a thing. I bring some of the things. But I was like, afterwards, I was like, oh man, I should have done the whole Rise Above Hate thing, like done John Cena, and just everything is like instead of Sami Zayn, it's John. Just like go back in time, to like the early 10s and be like, yeah, here's John Cena, here's Santino. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be my favorite battle of the season, because. It just is. It looked I just was so down. I think I even said it. I was devastated because the only Pokemon I had over 200 speed went down.
Yeah.
And my second fastest Pokemon, who was Great Tusk, got paralyzed on a body slam. So, that I was hoping wouldn't happen. I was like, please don't. And yeah, I was just very happy that it worked out. I was able. The bulk came through.
Yeah, no. For real.
So we're both 3-3 now.
Yep.
I think we're both also.
I think you're -1 because you won 3-0, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I think you're -1 and I'm -4.
Gotcha. So
which I think basically we just swapped
places for right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically just put a 3. Just swap the team name and the coach and then change the information. But yeah,
I was surprised you didn't bring Quaquaval or Quackable.
It was so I wanted to talk to you about this. So last night I sent you a count. I sent you a count. And I was cooking. All right, I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know who let me cook. But I came up with the strat to have a Chi-Yu answer, a very specific Chi-Yu like counter, and then turn into a win condition. But it just didn't work out. It never worked out in mocks.
Was it? I didn't really fully read it, but was it AV or no?
No.
It was just really bulky.
The strat was twofold, right? So it would rely on you getting. It was very reliant on you playing a certain way, and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it was Chi-Yu versus Bronzong. Endure Custap.
Okay. On the Bronzor?
On the Bronzong.
Okay.
Psychic Terrain.
Ooh.
Right? And then die to whatever you were going to hit me with. Dark Pulse, Overheat, whatever.
Yeah.
And then go straight to Quaquaval with a Psychic Seed. With max HP, no special defense investment, but I get the +1. I can live Dark Pulse. I can live Flamethrower. I could live, I mean, obviously, if you overheated prior to that, that's not going to happen. But it just didn't work out enough because I needed to get the kill to get the +1 for like acrobatics to really do something against the Palafin. But Skarmory's just too freaking good, man. It's just too good.
This Skarmory set was for
Quaquaval?
Quaquaval, yeah, because I was like, when I was mocking with Nugs, because he kept saying like, oh, like, because I was super sound like, all right, take Substrika down, get in Superior, get Leaf Storms off, and just win the game like that. But he was like suggesting like, oh, what about like Scarf Triple Axle? So I think I put just enough EVs to where I think I could just live a Triple Axle and have enough special attack. Where if I was just hitting a like raw no stat boost Leaf Storm at one shots, but I also had the Skarmory check to like if you Triple Axle, you're taking like Rocky Helmet damage.
Yeah, that was an issue. And like the other thing is I had other than Substrika, when I looked early on, I was like, man, Superior is very scary. Another very specific counter, and that was the thing is like when I started cooking, I'm like, all right, this is the mon for this mon. You are assigned this thing. And like,
yeah.
Okay, but then you get bullied by the other 5. Like that's not great. But it was Enamorus T with a luring voice, and the idea being, go ahead, spam Leaf Storm against me behind a substitute. A, I'm gonna hit you behind the substitute. And B, if you use Leaf Storm, I'm hitting you, like you're getting confused is on top of it. So I was like, man, that's very good. But I'm like, I mean, Leech Seed still is an option. Glare is still an option. Sure, Dragon Pulse isn't an option against that, but it's like, and then it didn't like transfer over to anything else really, because it like AV was okay. But like Chi-Yu Overheat just still nukes it. Like it's dead to 2-hit even with the drop. So I'm like, and I did all my calcs with like choice specs, because like when I'm doing all my calcs in team building, I just go with like, all right, max. What is the most damage?
Like max attack, because, all that.
Hey, if I can live a choice specs Overheat, I can live a Life Orb. I can live a choice Scarf. I can live heavy duty boots. I'll be all right. But yeah, again, scary team. It's not the team that I thought, but through mocks, but it was very similar to the team that I thought would come at the beginning of the week. Palafin, Chi-Yu, Alolan Raichu, Skarm, Enamorus. It really was the Ursaring and the fact that it's physical Enamorus were the only things that really caught me by surprise.
Yeah. I even thought about potentially bringing Donphan, but I think like Terra Water Substrika kind of goes crazy. Volcanion, like if the Quaquaval came, Appleton. It was just like the things that I wanted Donphan to do, which is like get rocks off, spin, take a hit. I think, I don't know. Oh, I had like, I think when I played against, I think before Jake left, I had a Donphan set that like countered his Lando, so I could have like even maybe I think like 2 Ice Shards probably just kills that thing, because it's like that was times 4.
That was it, man. And like Jet Punch, like you had so much priority that kills me. Like it just it's not worth, it's like Jet Punch, Ice Shard, even like sure, like I'm immune to Volt Switch, but it's like okay, you're still faster. Terra Ice Blast kills. It's like. I didn't want to run like Assault Vest. I thought maybe Gravity Lando, you know. But I'm like, where do I get the opportunity to A, bring Lando in a spot where he'll swap out, B, get up the gravity, and then live whatever comes next. Like, you know, like, you know, what do we like? I'm like, man, I'm cooking too much. So, but yeah, dude, look, again, thank you for putting the league together.
Of course, thanks for actually being in it, because that was my main concern, was like if people are actually gonna join.
No, hey, if you build it, people might come. I think that's no, but it's a blast. You know, it's an honor. You know, it's always, as an outsider, quote unquote outsider. Like I'm a stranger to you guys. You know, and just being embraced, not just like welcomed in, but embraced. Like, yo, like, hey, love the video. You know, like commenting on videos, and like that makes me feel good. Obviously, I get the dopamine of like, yeah, they think I'm great because I'm making. But at the same time, like, it's just like, you know, sometimes. Like I made the joke with Nugs after I was like, you know, I'm the big time creator guy with a whole 139 subscribers.
Yeah,
like, you know, I can't let him win. And he was, you know, I'm like, come on, you couldn't even give me like, because I think I had a bad roll against. I think my knockout like had a was a bad roll, and I was like, come on, you can't give me the creator nudge. Like, just come on, just lay down, let me go over. All right, I'll do the job, guy. But yeah, again, love the names. Cody Rhodes being Palafin is it's just so on point.
Yeah, because originally when I had Superior on the team, he was Randy Orton, because I was like, oh, it's perfect. You know, he's a Viper, the Viper.
Yeah.
I had CM Punk because he's my favorite, and I fucking love Ursaring. I wanted to do I did main event Jey Uso, because I know you have Jay,
right?
But
I don't have Jay. Yeah,
but that's like the bloodline Jay, so I kind of want to do Jay by himself,
right?
And then Seth Rollins. I didn't know what else to give Skarmory, so I was like, I'll just give it Seth Rollins.
It works. Right?
And then I think I had Rhea Ripley, but I think on the actual Switch, I don't think you could put the nickname Mommy. So, but I think on Showdown, I was like, oh, it's fine. So. But yeah, I had Mommy for Rhea Ripley.
Nah, that was scary. Again, I might thumbnail bait again and put Palafin, Enamorus, and Chiyu. I got a lot of views for doing the of you know, gouging fire, Masquerada, and Urshifu, and just asking, how the hell is this legal? But yeah, look, congrats. You got. I mean, you're not out of it. Like, I mean,
no,
fourth place is 3-2. So there's a world where I move up, and so do you. Like, you know, somebody can get Molly. You know, Colin. You know, the Cleveland Gravelers could potentially drop to -4 or within.
Yeah, because who does he battle this week?
Colin is at Pandemonium.
Okay, so that's gonna be
that's a good one.
Hard match. I mean, his bundle's been cooking. So, but I think I haven't. I mean, I think Ursaring probably just deals with that bundle. Just go special defensive and just click close combat.
Right. Yeah, and just be like, yeah, no, go ahead. You're good. Yeah, thanks. Oh.
Yeah, because his bundle kind of cooks half of my team, because Freeze Dry for Palafin, Ice Beam for Enamorus. I don't think Skarmory's gonna want to take a Hydro Pump, especially if it's Specs or even. I mean, I think Scarf will still hurt, but that Chiyu Trigology Superior.
I'm glad I don't have to play Colin, because when I looked at it, like, man, I don't want to play the Iron Bundle team that also has Spectre and Goldengo. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and he has Sui and Gudra that can just eat hits.
Yeah, no, thank you. Maybe in the playoffs I'll have to, but if I make it to the playoffs, awesome. Now I can say, in my very first season of Draft League as a player, I made the playoffs. That's a victory in and of itself.
Yeah, I think that's my goal, is make it to playoffs. At least, as the creator of the league, it's you got to at least make your own playoffs.
Right. Well, look, you know what? I mean, you got the Charger bug. You have
He doesn't have a rapid. He doesn't have a rapid spinner either.
It's
so
only Hatterene. That's the only form of hazard control there. So potential there. You'd have to dedicate freaking Charjabug. But
I don't know if you watched my first week though, but my Charjabug, yes. I designed it to 1v1 that Chien-Pao, but I didn't take it. I didn't. If I calced it that it was choice band, I probably would have played a little different. But I just like clicking buttons.
Yeah,
so,
no,
but
buttons and vibes, baby, buttons and vibes.
So, but yeah, because it did like 50%. I was like, oh, maybe I'll live this next one, and then it dies. And I was like, oh damn, because like lunge with no attack investment did like 50 minimum to it. So I was like, this thing 2-shots it, lowers its attack. I was like, my Nugs put me on to the Charjabug. He's like, this is a really good 1-point mon. You could throw an Evilite on it. It's bulky. Get up webs.
Right.
You can volt switch out if you need to.
Look, you just make sure that Hatterene goes down, and you're cooking with gas. You know, you got plenty of Pokemon that can handle that.
I can. I don't think he has a grounded poison, so I can just throw up T-spikes and.
Yeah. Because Haunter's the only one, and there's Levitate. So. Yeah. Maybe there's some of your win cons there. Again, like I was scared because like I said, I was worried about hazards, rocks, spikes, toxic spikes. They were all not so much the Charjabug, because I was like, you need 6 Pokemon. Like Charjabug's definitely like I don't need 6 Pokemon to beat you. I could beat you with 5.5 because
it's like.
But
at least how I treat my Charjabug is once he gets his webs up, I'm like, all right, you can die now.
Good job, like how I did my bronze.
You did your job. You can go now.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, there's no hazard removal. All right, Bronzong. As soon as you get in, get those rocks up, and then, buddy, you're staying in until you die. And then once you hit the superpower, it's like spam Gyro Ball, please. Like, do not let him get another substitute up, because if he gets a substitute up, I'm screwed.
Oh, did it not kill?
What, the
gyro?
So if you didn't kill on the third one that knocked me out, I brought you down below to like 20%. I think I brought you down to like 15 on a minimum roll, and max roll didn't kill you, but it brought you down pretty far.
Oh yeah, I was at 83% when
so I was like, just spam, just go. I was min. One of my favorite moments in my mock was my buddy AW bringing out the Enamorus for the second time, and I clicked Gyro Ball on my Appleton, and I just fucking erased it from existence. And he goes, "Wait, that thing gets Gyro Ball?" I was like, "Yeah, it's great, isn't it?" And he goes, "What the? Okay, all right." And then later in the match, it comes down to a neutral defense. Like he was running some bulk upset with Palafin a couple times. And I just sucker punched. He goes, wait, it gets Gyro Ball and sucker punch? I said, yeah, it does. It's actually very disgusting. It also gets body press for my Terra fighting, which is great. But I'm glad I got to bring, show off my...
Oh, the flamethrower was... I mean, I'm sure Tyrannitar has had that move since generations, but when I was mocking... Nugs was, I think he was running like a loaded dice rock blast set. So when he was doing that, I in my mind I knew you weren't gonna do that, you know, because I was like, I'm sure he's just gonna bring a bulky Tyrannitar, but he didn't even bring the flamethrower, so I didn't even take into account that like that mon got flamethrowers. So obviously, like when I didn't see no Quack Ball, I was like, okay, and in my mocks I was like, well, Skarmory dealt with Tyrannitar just fine, and I think body press was another good reason why I wanted to bring body press
for the TTar.
Was for TTar, yeah, because it just hits it really hard.
Oh, it kills
but yeah, I wasn't when I saw the flamethrower, I was like, that was really good tech.
Yeah,
or a good bring.
In my mocks, I was struggling against the Skarmory. Like it wasn't getting the kills, right? But it was stopping me from getting progress. You know, because like I'd start making some progress, out comes the Skarmory, right? And I can't, like, sure, I paralyzed it. Like I had Thunder Wave on it. I had Dragon Dance on it. And it was like knockoff Earthquake Dragon Dance, and I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, Stone Edge doesn't, like, +2. I need to be +2 to outspeed the fast things. And I need to be +2. I need to be +3 or 4 to, like, kill it with a Stone Edge, the Skarmory with a Stone Edge. So, what can I do? And I'm like, well, its special sucks. So, like, maybe there's something there. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I do get Thunderbolt and Flamethrower. And I'm looking at it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm like, Thunderbolt's not great. Like, you have 2 Terra Captains who can Terra Electric. You know, you have Donphan. I mean, sure, it's great against the Palafin, but Palafin clicks close combat and I die. So, no thank you. I was like, all right, give me Flamethrower, because then I can hit the Skarmory. I can hit the Terra Ice, Alolan Raichu, the Superior, and the Donphan neutrally. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool, this actually worked out. And I EV'd it, so I 2-hit it without giving up speed against a neutral speed Skarmory. I was like, all right, I'm at 177. Perfect. That's what I need. Because then this way, if he comes in on a Flamethrower, I can just click another one, and then it dies.
Yeah.
But yeah, hell of a game. My heart finally has stopped.
Yeah, I was. It definitely hurt seeing that Focus Blast miss. You know, the 70% accurate move. But
yeah,
you know, I'm sure if it landed, it would have been probably a totally different game. But
yeah, well, you know, it would have been, because then it, you know, I have to bring in either 2 Pokemon, like one Pokemon that probably is too low to live one, and the other one, it doesn't have the investment to live it, and it's, you know, like I think against
would your Volcanion live? Because I think my game plan was, let's say Focus Blast it kills Tyranitar, and then you either get I'm assuming you probably send Appleton in because it's the most healthy.
Probably, yeah.
And then in my mindset was just click and Focus Blast until it dies.
Yeah.
And then basically just have my whole plan was just, if I can get late game Palafin, like Jet Punch could clean, but obviously Volcanion with Water Absorb is a problem. But
like, I'm pretty
sure,
sure.
Like,
let's see here.
Because I think you probably but if you know if you send an Appleton first, I was just gonna go for Ice Punch. Unless, because you were Terra Grass, right?
For Appleton, yeah. I meant to. So my buddy was like, you should put on either Fighting or Steel, just in case, you know, you don't get a chance to Terra or something. And I was like, I don't want to, because one, I had every intention of being able to live like, just like, yeah. My Zebstrike, I had a feeling like when I saw no Donphan, I'm like, 4 kill, like in my brain I'm like 4 kills with Zebstrika. Yeah. Like, Discharge is free, Volt Switch is free, like there's nothing that this is good. But yeah, so Focus Blast, because you were what?
Yeah, I don't even think Ice Punch wasn't even gonna kill Volcanion, because it would have done 6 to 7%.
It wouldn't have done shit to it. It was yeah. So if you had just stayed, if I had gone, yeah, you're right. I probably would have gone to Appleton, because I was like, I don't think I live. Like, Focus Blast at 26% had a chance to kill, had 100% killed after spike damage.
Yeah.
So I would have went to Appleton, and it was a 3-hit kill, and I probably would have just spammed recover until either you switched or you
like missed,
you know, which very likely. If you missed on the first one, then you're switching to the next one. But yeah, I like your team again. It's a scary team. You have really good.
Focus Blast is doing nothing to this thing.
Like, I just had
27 to 32.
Yeah, in the words of my friend AW, you have TTars, so Chi-Yu doesn't do anything. Chi-Yu is literally a fish.
I saw that like 10%. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a rough game.
It was fun. It was fun when I had the light screen up to like switch in against like +2 Draining Kiss, Miss Magus, like Terra Electric, and it's like it does like 12. And it's like, that's a super effective move. It's like, I'm behind a screen and I'm in sand and I'm max special defense. It's like, or near max special defense. Like, I'm not at all worried about it. But yeah, I thought about loaded dice, Rock Blast, but unlike last week against Doffy, like, I need there wasn't like the +1 speed wasn't. I needed the special defense and I needed the HP, and I didn't need like I would have needed more speed to be able to take advantage of a +1 like setup. And I was like, all right, like I'm just gonna need to bulk to win out this week, really. And Zebstrika is gonna be the one that has to come through.
Yeah, for sure.
But I thank you for your time. Thank you for the battle. I'm sorry for some reason we only had a minute long Wi-Fi game.
I don't know if it was like because in my mind I was like, wait, did I take too long? But I think normally because I think once you run out of your minute, it just click either it clicks a random move or it clicks like a random Pokemon. I don't know, but it was just like, oh, you lose. I was like, wait, what?
Like, I don't know if I'm going to include that part, the Wi-Fi battle shenanigans in in the video yet or not. So if you're listening to this, if you're watching this and you didn't see that, then I didn't. But the timer just like completely just go. I looked at it, I was like, no, that should say 1 hour. That should say 59 up there. And I think I was like, I'm concerned we only have a minute for the game. And you're like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait.
And like I sent you the photo of it, and if it doesn't make this, like it says it says your time 1 minute, total time 60 minutes. I don't know how to set these up. I don't get how to set these up. I wish it was just easier.
Yeah, I wish you could just send somebody a code, set it up like that, and just good to go, instead of just like the standard 20-minute one.
Yeah. And the 20-minute one isn't bad, but also at the same time, sometimes those 20-minute games, sometimes you have a game where you're both playing slow and you're like, oh,
yeah.
My best win is just going to go with the bulk on bulk, and you got big meaty men slapping meat, and then it's 20-minute time limit. You're like, what the hell? So, but yeah, I'm glad. I'll take credit. I said, you know what? Even though I won the 1 minute battle, let's restart it.
Yeah. I was like, but I was hoping and praying that when we redid it, I was hoping for the burn, but it didn't happen. But I think even on the, I don't think even on the second flamethrower that I swapped in, even if that burn, I think you still one-shot me with Hydro Steam. But
oh yeah. But all right, let me ask you something real quick. All right, so I'm looking at this. Actually, you know what? I'll ask you off this way. Afterwards we can just bullshit and whatnot. But thank you, Hate. I appreciate your time and your effort and your league. All that stuff. It is not underappreciated. It does not go unnoticed. As one commissioner to another, those sheets are a pain in the ass sometimes. And keeping track of 10 plus teams at a time and going, who did what? You added okay, all right. All that stuff is thankless work. But I will say here, I'll be the one to say thank you, Hate, for being the good commissioner you are.
Of course, I want to make this the best league it can be, for sure,
Absolutely. Best of
just
luck.
Having fun.
Maybe we'll see each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm confident I can get this one against my friend. I'll probably just pull some cringe setup thing that he doesn't know how to deal with.
There you go.
just 6-0 him real quick.
Perfect. There you go.